Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that.
What's up, everybody? It's D.O.G Gaming here with the latest and greatest videos, and today for you guys we have some RCT3, and it's been a while, and that's just for the main reason of I have a puppy. Yeah, I actually have one. If you guys want to see a video on that, or actually maybe after this one, I might post a video of my new puppy on both of my channels, and you guys can go check that out. It'll probably be the same or maybe different. I don't know. But yeah. Right now what we're doing though is we're working on River Valley, and we are just building the rest of the restaurants. We don't get into rides in this video. If you read the title, it's just fixing up the main entrance. So yeah, and you'll notice that I've gotten a little sloppy. I forgot to record again, which means that there's a building on the other side that you probably haven't seen, but it's really not that much. All I did really was I put two clothing things in there, and I used little lights to make them look like hangers, so if there could be clothes on there. So I mean, the clothing shop doesn't look that nice, but this one right here, which is what I'm going to be naming Butch's Barbecue, or actually no, I'm going to call it Butch's Grill, my bad. This is Butch's Grill. It's going to look amazing in the end. Actually, it's almost near the end, and I almost dropped my iPod that I'm using to record this on. Hey, so how you guys doing with that? But yeah, I've been busy with a puppy, and she's really nice, she's really sweet, and I'll let you guys see a little more about her later. Right now, what we're going to be doing is fixing this up, and I thought blue would look nice with this, and it actually really does not. It looks completely horrible, so I changed it back to white near the end. But right now we're working on things that are around this, and we want to do something like what we did at the pizzeria. But before we do that, I actually just I'm having trouble remembering a lot of it. But before we do that, you know how like a lot of barbecues have this awesome sign in the air that says what it is? Well, you can't really do that in RCT3, but you can do something kind of like that. So I do kind of like a symbol looking thing, and I guess maybe it looks pretty good. Like, yeah, there's not much I can say else but that. So yeah. But, I think it turned out pretty nice. Right now, though, we're just building the sign. We're trying to think of colors that would go good together. And this takes us a few tries before we can think of, like, what colors would look good. We first think that maybe, like, a yellow would look nice, and put some orange in there, and we're like, no, that looks ugly. So we try maybe blue and yellow. Blue and yellow looks kinda good, but I think we kind of stick with that. Now we're doing the clothing shop. Those little black things you see in the windows are what I'm talking about. Those little lights that I have that are set up in there, kind of just like, look like hangers. But we have a little clothing shop right here that you can get all of your, like, beautiful shirts and stuff. And I don't want to do too many clothing things, because I gotta expand into the park, different areas to see what I want to add. And right now, we're just putting in these purple-looking parts to the windows to add more detail and effect to it. But the little tent thing you're seeing across from there is actually like a little eating place outside of Butch's, or if you just go somewhere else to get some food, you can sit down over there and eat. This part over here that I'm working on right now, I realized had no fencing in it, so I put some fencing there so people don't decide to hop in the water, something that they really should not be doing, because that's not good for anybody's sake. Right now what I'm doing, I'm thinking about adding some fences around the place, and I want these fences in here to keep everyone safe and stop them from doing something that they should be regretting. Now, I'm thinking, should I go into, like, the diner area? And I'm thinking, no, actually I shouldn't. I think I'll just cut it off right about here, and after that we'll just bring it back around out of everyone's view. It's still visible, but not to everyone that's paying deadly attention to it. But then we decided to put out these little liner parts right out here, give it that awesome effect of some sort of effect. But now we're trying to put some cool things around here, and I think rocks actually work pretty good here, as long as you don't overdo it, which is something I've been trying not to overdo. But it really needs some rocks over here, and then we're going to put a flower bed in here, like we always do. But of course, first we gotta put in our bushes. And these bushes are gonna look really nice because, what we do is the same effect that we always do, which if you don't know what that is, we'll, to make it feel like it's overgrown grass, you bring the bush thing down one, and it'll look just like grass sticking out, and then it looks pretty awesome, depending on how you do it. Just like this flower thing that you see. For all of you that don't know, by lifting up the flower thing up into the air, when you click on it, it'll still spawn on the ground, but it makes sure that you can put things with the flowers, so it's pretty awesome. But right now, we're working on the last building of today, and this building is like the observatory and where the bathrooms are, because it's already bad enough of a walk as it is trying to get down there. And hey, maybe I'll, maybe in one of my videos, I might make it like you can either walk down them, or you can take a ski lift down them, depending on how you are. But now I'm trying to work on this design and see how I feel about the design, and takes a few tries to do it, and we go on a whole different look after a little bit, and you'll get to witness that in a little bit, or at least in a few seconds maybe. But yeah, and but we're like going through here and we're trying to figure out what we actually want, and we realize that we don't know what exactly we want. And the design we're going for right here really doesn't look good no matter how you put it, so we just skip ahead to it being all figured out what we want. We're putting in all these information spots so people can get their info down and ready and all that. And then we're putting in some of these, which are going to help, because like ATMs, you need money somehow, and that's going to be making things a lot more booming. And the best part of where it is, we're going to put some windows near the waterfall so you can get a beautiful view of everything. And it's just going to look amazing near the end, and I hope you guys enjoy what you get to see out of that. So we kind of expanded out a little more than we really wanted to with the bathrooms. I didn't want to do that at first, and we kind of just decided to go with it because we needed that extra rooming area. But now what we're doing is we are putting in these little glass things I was talking about, and these will give that amazing like view that everyone's going to want to see. And it will look amazing. It will look fantastic, hopefully, if done right. But now we're putting in the walls, and these walls are going to look amazing in the end. I keep saying amazing, but like, it's because I'm speaking the truth right now. And I really mean that when I say I'm speaking the truth. But, yeah, this building's gonna have a weird shape, and the way it comes out, though, in the end, again, is actually pretty nice. It looks, you know what, I'm just gonna say it again, it looks amazing. And I hope you guys enjoy the way it turns out. So right now, we're just putting in the last parts of the top. We're going for the simple design features that usually work all the time, except for sometimes it doesn't, but, like, we won't get to that. Yeah, now we're going over all that, and we're time to put in the roof, now it's time to put in the roofing, and it took me a few tries to get this roofing done. Oh, dropped my iPod. Yeah, it's a big clump noise, my bad. But we're trying to get this roofing done, and this roofing takes a few tries as well, but I think I have it down, but, like, it does still take a few tries. It takes a little bit of thinking. The process is pretty difficult, but we get it down. So, yeah. Right now we're just putting in most of the regular shapes into it, and then we're working through that as we go along. And right now what we're doing is we're getting this kind of fun looking shape going up around this spot, and then kind of doing the same thing over here, which is going to be even more cool, I guess. Now we're just putting in these shapes right here. That's really happening. If you notice, I'm not, like, big on details of what's going on, because as you can see on the screen, that's kind of what's happening. I mean, like, I'd probably be more entertained if it were a roller coaster, I won't lie. But there's not a lot that's really going into this. This is just, like, building a few simple things, putting them together. I just wanted to get this out of the way, because the number one thing about parks is you want to have the great scenery. Without great scenery, you don't have a great park. And I think that's number one thing that everyone should know. If you want a great park, make great scenery. Step one. So, yeah, there's that to know. Right now we are just putting in the roofing for all this and making a fun look over top, which then we'll cover in with these cool gate things that are going to overlook. It's going to look a little bit out of place, but at the same time, it'll look good. You'll see. It'll still look pretty good. Now, right now we are clearing out spots real quickly so then we can get in these doors that we're putting in. And then there's doors and places that you need the doors at, so yeah. And I don't think we do all of them in the video, but they'll all be done by the next video. But yeah. Right now we're just covering up each side. And then we're trying to do some more work by doing the colors. And the colors, I want to go for like green and yellow. And those don't sound like those are colors that would mix. But I wanted to use colors I haven't used already. And I feel like that would have been a good part right there if we used that. So we decided to go down with that. And it looks amazing. It looks wonderful. I can't get over the fact of how amazing it looks. And yeah, that's just how it is. Now we're going over here and making sure that the back walls are still green, while the little tile parts, these white colors. Now we're just looking through, making sure everything's good, and we're going up top for our last part of today, which is just placing down trees to make this feel less like it was purposely there, and more like, there was a little bit of man-made work, but most of it was dug out from natural terrain that was around the place, and that's why we're putting down all these trees and spacing them in different areas instead of some neat little project that it looks like they were randomly in there. And we just kind of built around this forest. I think that's going to look amazing right there if we do it in that kind of way. So right now we're just going around here, putting these trees around in random orders and random ways. And hopefully by the end, this would look awesome. I've used awesome like 4 times in this video, but that's the best way I'm going to be able to explain what I am doing. And right now I'm just putting more trees around the place. It looks nice near the end, but I think we actually are near the end. Because the last thing we want to do is... By the way, I just realized there's a shark there. And real quickly, what do you guys want to name the shark? Leave in the comments down below what you'd like to name the shark. And, hey, if I can get someone that wants to name the shark, I will pick a comment. And I will say what the name of the shark is in the next episode. Which hopefully will be a roller coaster episode. Our first coaster in this park. But right now, like I said, we're doing some rocks around the place. And they're going to be spaced out so they don't look overdone, but at least a little bit done by the water side. So then again, it tries to get that natural look. And I'll try to do some more features later to make it look more realistic. But yeah, this is near the end of the episode. So thank you all for watching today. And hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. This is another great day with, doing these. I enjoy doing them all the time. And I think they're pretty awesome to do. But before we actually get this done, let me just make sure I get all the fencing in here. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. But, like I was saying, this is going to be near the end of the video. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And this is going to be near the end of my video. This is D.O.G Gaming, signing off.